So it was February of 2024, and by this point, I have been actively going to the gym for around 8 months, and I was starting to see some powerful gains. And also add on the fact that my dad also paid a personal trainer for me, so that I would make even smoother progress than what I was already doing. And this trainer, he was dedicated as fuck. He was literally one of the best fitness trainers that I have ever met in my entire life. He gave me way more than I would have ever gotten if I continued to watch those fitness videos, those like AI made animations, those 3D versions where, they do the exercises and stuff. Yeah. And plus, he was also there to guide me through it. He showed me many powerful exercises for which I didn't need machines, which I greatly appreciated. And I valued very much what he was teaching me, but I wasn't implementing it into my schedule. And that eventually caught up with me. I won't go into the details, but yeah, something very unfortunate happened. And my trainer found out that I wasn't practicing what he was preaching me. And so one day, when I came to the gym and we were supposed to have our gym session together, he wasn't mad, don't get me wrong. He only wants the best for me. So he didn't yell at me like, what the fuck, TR? We are practicing for like the past 2 months and you haven't learned anything. He was basically calm and he went over my entire exercising routine, which was it was painful to go through. And like me showing him all of the different machines that I was using and not even implementing the exercises that he was teaching me. Yeah. Again, I won't go into the details, but he basically gave me the biggest fitness reality vibe check that you can ever think of. He basically showed me every single one of the machines and he told me how I should practice it. But he said that in order to truly maximize your fitness gains, you mustn't just train on machines. You also have to do regular exercises like those that I'm teaching you. It's okay, you can still do your machines, but just do them this way, okay? Like, for example, there was this one pushing machine that was really good for my chest and my shoulders, and the way that I was doing it was that I would sit on it. I wouldn't even, like push my legs to the ground so that they would be like a stable foundation. No, I would just keep them to the side awkwardly. I would put my hands on it in this like weird position where it would be even hard for me to push forward, not with the strength of my entire forearm, but with the strength of, like my palm. And I would put on 70 kilograms. And whilst I was doing it, I was shaking profusely. I was failing horribly at it. But no worries. He eventually showed me how to do it the right way. So he gave me the stable feet foundation, he gave me the entire position where I should put my arms, and he also adjusted the weight to, to be only 20 kilograms. And yet, I was doing it way more efficiently. And he also told me a very important fact. When you're doing a machine or an exercise, you always need to do the entire thing. Meaning that when you just do you know, the push forward that is good for your chest, for example, the thing that you must do is that I know that for the first like 1 second, it is really hard for you to push it off the ground, the weight, and then it gets, easier, and then it is very comfortable to stay in that range where it is not that hard anymore. But no, you constantly need to push it forward and push it back all the way until you feel the weight of that first second once again. You need to do the entire motion of the exercise, otherwise, it will be useless. And when you're going forward, meaning that, the first half of the motion, when you're picking the weight of the ground, you need to do it fast. But as you're coming slowly back with the weight, you must do it at least a third as fast as you were doing it when you were lifting it from the ground. That way, your muscles work better because you're slowly pushing the hard weight. You're slowly lifting it back to you. Now, of course, at the end of the day, everything was okay. He didn't yell at me. He was quite disappointed. But that's just normal how it is between a protege and you know, a coach. That's just how it goes. But now, months later, he's complimenting me every single time that he sees me in the gym because now I implement his tactics and I'm doing them also how he has showed me them. And bro, the gains that I saw, they are just insane. And this story that happened to me in February, it really inspired me, because that was when I realized how I was fucking up my entire exercises in the gym. And the only reason why I was doing those machines the way that I showed it to my master, and the only reason why I was fucking them up so much was because of my friends. You see, I have this friend group with whom I go to the gym every single Friday, and they were doing these machines the exact way how I described them. Having a weak feet foundation. They didn't know how to, place the arms correctly so that they would push it with all of their strength. They didn't know the exact position. And they were also doing it like I was, like shaking and sweating profusely and other stuff like this. And so, when I got equipped with this powerful knowledge, I decided to help them because they were like my blood bonded brothers after all, and I just wanted the best for them. So, I showed them the way, and bro, they literally went from level 100, oh yeah, I can do anything, big ego, and making fun of each other at the gym, to literally level 1 beginners in like 2 seconds of doing the exercises. Like, they reported such an increase in pain that it was basically unbearable. And that was when I realized the main mistake, the main insecurity that holds back 99% of men to form quality relationships with the people around them. It is the fact that they feel like they just don't have enough value and that they aren't, certified to talk about the topics that they're actually good in. Like, for example, one of your male friends that you often meet can be really good at, I don't know, sports, for example. He can be a really good basketball player, and he's afraid of giving you, his advice because he feels like he's just not qualified enough. Maybe he's basically just like 3 steps ahead of you. He's probably like 10% better than you. And he has this insecurity of, oh, my advice won't benefit him probably. Yeah, I should not tell him that. He probably already knows that. But no, the real thing that he should do is that he needs to give you that advice because that will strengthen your bonds together. It will make you better friends. And that's exactly what you must do. If you have some kind of value that you can give to the outside world, you need to share it. Not only will the actual high quality people of the 1% respect you more, but the 99% of people, they will look at you and they will envy you. But that's okay, because when the crabs start to envy you, that's when you know you're making progress with your life. Because that's just how the universe works. If you are a good person who shares value with the outside world, who does good things to other people, who helps other people, who benefits other people in some kind of way and form, even just a small smile can help to brighten up another person's day. That's enough. If you do that, then that positive energy will be repaid back. That's how karma works, right? And so, over time, opportunities will come your way. Because as you continue to share your knowledge to the people that you already know, to the people who you know that will appreciate the knowledge and won't just make fun of you. Then, over time, you will actually slowly master this topic. Because when you experience the topic that you're good at with other people's eyes, then that's when you grow profusely, tremendously. You literally excel like there's no tomorrow because you encounter so many small mistakes that you had no idea even existed in the first place. And guess what? You might be even the first one to solve them. And who knows? Your future wife, the woman that is supposed to be the mother of your children, the highest quality woman that you can think about, like literally the girl of your dreams. She might be interested a little bit in jujitsu. And guess what? You're interested in jujitsu also. So, what are you doing? Why don't you just start practicing the knowledge that you already have so that in the future, when you do get her, you actually get to explain it to her fluently. And do you know what the best part about all of this is? You don't need to be like a 40-year-old master. Like the guy who knows every single meticulous detail, like every single picometer, I don't know, of knowledge when it comes to a certain topic. You don't need to be that. You only need to be one step ahead of your friends to be able to teach them and for them to benefit from you. Because let me ask you this, from whom do you think they will appreciate the advice more? Who will they respect more? Either you, who has been their friend for the past years and who they know is actually a good person who only wants the best for them, who shares the same background as them, the same sense of humor, the same taste for culture as them, or the 40-year-old master who has been, bodybuilding since like the 80s. And yeah, he might have more experiences, but keep in mind, he's from a totally different generation. He has a totally different sense of humor. He has a totally different taste in culture. And I'm not saying that that is a bad thing, of course. Of course, 100%. You should take advice from those kinds of people too, because they actually know what they're talking about. But let us be completely honest with each other for a second. The first thought that you got in your head was to trust that friend, right? Because you know him better. But in the end, even this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're one step ahead, if you're 10 steps ahead, if you're even 1,000 steps ahead. You see, when you define a friendship, you get, well, this is at least my definition, I could be wrong. You get a relationship between two people that share value with each other. And so, when you give no value between each other in a friendship, then that's not a friendship. That's basically just a person that I know, that I frequently talk about memes with, that I play video games with. No, you need to have some kind of value in between each other. That is one of the core principles of a relationship. Like, yeah, sure, you can talk about memes, you can talk about social media trends, you can even play video games. I don't care. As long as that person is benefiting you in some kind of way and form, if they are giving you some kind of valuable knowledge, if it is just 1% better than yours, then that's still a massive W. Okay? So please don't be afraid to give your value to the outside world. Don't be afraid to talk about the knowledge that you read in a book to other people. They will greatly appreciate it. And plus, everyone is lonely in this world. So they will be even happy when you just talk about something with them, let alone talk about these productive things, these helpful topics that are really good for you. Like, for example, when you share the exercising tips with them, they will greatly appreciate it. In fact, when I told them how to exercise, they did it immediately without even thinking twice. That's how much they trusted me. But of course, only share your knowledge with high quality people that you do the certain activities with, who will actually appreciate the knowledge and who are working hard on themselves every single day, who are actually aspiring to achieve the same goals as you, and who are not just, surviving life, but who are actually living life in the first place. You need to literally shower them in value, and they will shower you in value back. And that is the most beautiful feeling that you can get in a friendship with someone else. By the way, if you're watching this video 15 minutes in, then I know that you have way more potential than you think you have. You have a better attention span than 99% of people. Think about it. It's just you and me right now. All of them have left. And so, with that, I believe that you'll become a powerful asset to us in our Discord clan in the description. There you will find high quality men who share the same goals, values, likes and dislikes as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day, and who will challenge you as a healthy competition and light a fire under your ass. But at the same time, they will give you infinite value so that both of you grow like there's no tomorrow. But other than that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most and which part of the video you will implement into your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan. You're still invited and you're only benefiting yourself because you can implement the knowledge that you learned in this video. And you can find other high quality friends with whom you can grow it like there's no tomorrow. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you.